Easy Sports Talk Show. I am one of your co-hosts. I'm Javon J. Love Adams, and with me is a man who played not only professional baseball, but he also played in the National Football League. He is an author. He is a motivational speaker. He is none other than my brother, the one and only Ed Easy Smith. What is good, my man? And I know as we record this, it's the 10th, but I guess I'll just say Happy New Year. We back.
Yeah. It's been a minute, man. But, we had to get through some stuff, and, we still busy. It's not like we just took time off. We still had a whole bunch of stuff going on. But, yeah, it's good to be back on, man.
Yes, indeed. And I'll go through all the different things that we do, and again, ramping up. We do the radio show and a couple of the different things, so we will get into that. But yeah, so got a great show lined up for you. A couple things that I wanted, of course, to get your opinion on. One of them is the college football playoff. We know that the championship game was on Monday night, so this is our opportunity to talk about it. I want your thoughts on it, and then the college football playoff is going to be expanding. We've talked about it a little bit, but it's I'm just curious your thoughts on it. And then we have NFL. This is one of your favorite. It's for you. I know I'm speaking for you, but this is one of the best times and also one of the saddest times of the year, because with the NFL, you're getting towards the end of the road, but it's the higher caliber football play that's supposed to be happening. So let's get right into it. So college football championship, Michigan. You would think that Michigan would have won 5 or 6 of these championships, the way that they always talk about being a Michigan man and the pride with which people have for that university and that institution, but they did beat Washington in the championship game 34-13. It's interesting because it made me think of the Astros. It made me think of maybe the Patriots after the first time after they won the next Super Bowl that they won after the cheating allegations that they had. Those, because Harbaugh was on the podium afterwards, or in the post game press conference, was saying this: we didn't cheat, we kept it clean, we didn't really just almost kind of puffing his chest out. But did you watch the game? Your thoughts, and is it appropriate for the victor to really get all the spoils, to be able to puff his chest out in that way?
Well, I was locked in. I love, I didn't watch any of the 42 or 43 other bowl games. I don't know how you count them, but yeah, that was the two, I should say, the semifinals and then the championship game. And I was locked in, and, good football, wasn't great football. To answer your question about Harbaugh, sometimes it's better just to let things lie instead of lying. Seriously, I mean, okay, you won on all kind of different levels. You beat the scandal because you took your punishments and your team held up while you were away, not once, but twice. So you missed 6 games off the field, on Saturdays. Okay. Then you make it through the championship, the little gamut there, you win the semifinal, then you win the actual championship. And it's almost like, okay, man, we see you, but we don't have to hear you in that, it's almost like just because he won, now, he's got to let us know he really won. And we all know, it's one thing is like, well, we did it, but so did everybody else. Well, it still makes it cheating, but they're innocent until proven guilty, I guess. But I mean, you can't take anything away from them, because obviously, after the scandal, no more, stealing signs. And they whooped everybody's butt on the field that they had to whoop throughout the regular season and these playoffs. And, like you said, to the victors go the spoils. But, come on, man, you ain't got to roll everybody's nose in it. And Harbaugh's a different dude, bro.
It's almost like he's kind of aloof in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And he's so aloof that it's like, is that an act, or is that for real? And man, he's just one of them goofy dudes, and he probably believes all of his things, and talking about, I hope there is a tomorrow. Can we just stay today, because we don't know if there's tomorrow. I hope there is a tomorrow. I hope I get a whole bunch of tomorrows, and we're not. And it's like, man, come on, it's almost like he tries to be too philosophical, and it actually makes him looks, how people, sometimes people try to be so smart that they look stupid. Yeah. They say stupid things, even though they think they're being brilliant. And it's almost like he's trying to be so aloof that he makes you think, it's almost like that dude is is a wackadoo sometimes.
I've had some of those situations where I was trying to be smart and I threw a word out there and I knew the word was wrong. It just messed me up for the rest of the conversation, and I had to end it and say, all right, man, all right. And I guess that's it, because I was really stupid right there. I'm gonna get out of this conversation.
Well, you know what it is when you say something like, and I've been there before, you say something, then you realize what you're saying, and you look around the room and see if everybody else realizes how stupid you sounded, and you get those looks in other people's eyes. It's like, yeah, they caught that one. And it's like you can't say anything. It's like you got to just kind of, move past it. But then you keep looking at people, and they're still looking at you like, damn, that's some dumb stuff right there. And it's like, there's nothing you can do about it. We talk about it's like a fart in the room, bruh. I mean, somebody did it. They're like, he actually said that.
Yeah. So along those lines. So again, Easy Sports Talk Show. He's Ed Smith. I'm Javon Adams. So now next year, the college football goes from 4 to 12. As we were getting toward in the stretch run, there was all the debate about the number 5 and the 6 teams being left out. We know that Florida State, they were really offended, and they were trying to, litigation and all these things. And just their politicians were trying to get involved in everything. So going to 12, do you anticipate, and I won't say the same level of hand wringing, but do you anticipate it to go down so far that it's really that there's no interest, or do you still think that there will be a lot of interest in this 12-team playoff?
Well, I think there's too much money for it not to be interest, and obviously big interest. What I wish, Jay, is that instead of going all the way to 12, hey, how about a sample of 8 for a few years, to see, because we're going to get down to, like you said, if 12 teams are making it, that means there's going to be at least 4 teams or so that are going to be pissed off because they didn't get to 12, right? So that means you're getting all the way down to 16. That's just like with the NCAA basketball tournament. It's at 64, and now you want to make it 68 with these plans and stuff like that. And it's like, then you got teams that, didn't make it into the pool of 68, and they're pissed off. It's like, really? 68, and you couldn't do something during your season to make it in. Now we're going to be taking and watering down the product that used to be, remember, for a long time it was 2. Yeah. Then we went to 4. Now we're going to jump from 4 all the way to 12. I wish they would have took their time and said, hey, let's go 8. Then if we like that, then we can sample with 12 down the line. But right off the bat, like I said, it's just going to be, it's like putting too much cream in your coffee, bruh. You can't take it back once you load it up. We all done that before, where you get it too creamy, and all of a sudden it's like, now it's too sweet. And unless you got some more coffee sitting around the deck in there,
more tea. More
tea, and it's like, this is just going to be so watered down in my opinion. I wish they would have walked a little, closer to 4, because they could have done it, bro, where they did, hey, let's do 6, where the first 2 get a bye, and then go to 8, and then go, just so many different ways they could have done this instead of jumping to 12. I just think it's going to make it where, what now, if we thought we didn't care about bowl games now, just think like next year you're going to have a round of semi or a round of quarterfinals to get to the semifinals, to get to the final. They're going to be playing college football, bro, sometime in late January, I don't know, close to February, if they keep the same schedule. Yeah. And that's unfair to the kids.
It is.
They're
not going
and then
home.
You got to, if you're not going, and then think about this, Jay, what are they going to do with this portal, bro? I mean, you got so many kids that were sitting out, not playing their bowl game because they wanted to get, so what's going to be the mix? Are they going to push the portal back, or are you going to have kids that are going to jump into the portal and still play for the team that they're with, because the coaches are like, well, we can't, we got a chance for a national title. We got to keep them around because we can't lose that many kids. There's going to be so much to be answered. And
they definitely have to do something with that portal stuff. Again, I'm for free market enterprise, but It's wild. It is wild in every sense of the word. So he's Ed Smith. I'm Javon Adams. This is Easy Sports Talk Show podcast. You can go to easysportstalk.com, easysportstalk.com. You can find all the things that we're a part of. We do our radio show, which is every Saturday from 1 to 3 Eastern on Sports Map Radio. So sportsmapradio.com. If you're not in one of the 98 different markets that we're in, you can definitely go there, and in the upper right corner, you can hit the little play icon, and then you can listen wherever you are. Take us in your pocket. Good to go, whether you listen for 5 minutes, 20 minutes, or the entirety of the show. We appreciate it. We also do Believe in the Arizona Cardinals on Mondays and Thursdays. There'll be a new show coming up tomorrow, matter of fact. And so that's on, so you can go to Believe.com. You can go to the SiriusXM app. You can, wherever you find your podcast, just search Believe in Cardinals, or you can go to easysportstalk.com and you can click and then get it there as well. Then, of course, we do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the Easy Sports Talk Show podcast. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, wherever you find your podcast. You can also go to our YouTube page as well, Easy Sports Talk Show as well. So let's get into this. So this is, again, your favorite time of the year as we get into the NFL playoffs. Are there a couple of games that you're going to be really paying attention to? So I'll go through some of the matchups. What do we have? Six games this weekend. Green Bay at Dallas. We got the Rams at the Lions. We have the Eagles at Tampa Bay. We have the Browns at the Texans. We have Miami at Kansas City. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers at Buffalo. And then with the byes this week, we have San Francisco in the NFC, and then we have Baltimore in the AFC getting byes. There are a couple games. I know there's a couple because I hang out with you, so I got the drama quotient. But what couple games that stand out to you?
First off, I got to make an announcement, man. They made me do it, bro. I had to actually go and add more money to the till to get that doggone Peacock, because we got streaming games on Peacock that you can't get on this channel, and they got bro. I just added to the kitty, bro, in terms of all the money I spend on all these streaming platforms and YouTube and this and that thing. There's two games I'm really kind of, obviously I'm loving all this football, playoff football. At the same time, I'm sad because the buffet is going away.
Yeah, because every week, fewer and fewer options at the buffet table.
At the same time, we're not going to be subject to have to watch Jets and Patriots and garbage like that. But, so we're getting the cream of the crop. But it's just that, in a few weeks, we're going to be down to one game. And there's that one weekend coming up in like 3 weeks or so where we're not going to have NFL football for the first time in forever. Forever. So, but, I'm looking forward to two games in particular. One, looking forward to the Rams going back to play Lions. A lot of intrigue there with Stafford going back. All those years he played for Detroit, never made the playoffs. Now, they ship him out. You got Goff there, who's like the scorned ex-girlfriend who got kicked to the curb, and the new girlfriend is coming back, in Stafford. So there's a lot of intrigue there. Then, man, that Dolphins Chiefs game with the Dolphins, and I've been watching that Hard Knocks, and it gets hard to watch it every week because it's just so much fluff. But to watch them kind of circling the drain in terms of their season going down the tank a little bit, the one point they were running
both of them.
Yeah, both of them. My Dolphins, they were running away with that division, and everybody thought the Bills weren't even possibly going to make the playoffs, and then the Bills come storming back and now come to your house and take the food out your refrigerator and got the number 2 seed, and now you got to go on the road to play in Kansas City. Their season could be over just like that. And just a few weeks ago, watching them, and all the bravado and McDaniel and, beating the chest and all the philosophical, the clips and everything he's given us. And now it's like, wow, backs up against the wall. You got to go out there and play against, like you said, a Chiefs team that just last year, won the Super Bowl, but we're doubting whether they might even get, out of the first round, could possibly lose to Miami. And first time in Mahomes' career after this game this week, they're a wild card. They're going to have to go on the road, bro. Yeah. So it's all kind of, all kind of things kind of, that game is going to be really exciting. But you know me, man, I'm not going to miss a snap of any of them. We're going to get our show in on Saturday. We got 2 games on Saturday. No, 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, 1 on Monday.
Yeah.
So
that Monday one, that's kind of silly because it puts the other team at it puts that game to the team that plays Monday at a disadvantage because they have one less day. But whatever. It's
either, you know what, with either one of those teams, with the Eagles, the way they're playing, and the Buccaneers after that 9-0 baseball score, I mean, they pitched a shutout against Carolina today. That was so sad to watch, and I actually watched the majority of that game. And, you know, that was winner get in, and I just kept thinking on Sunday, they should almost get that one back. That was so sad. But you got the Eagles limping down there to Tampa Bay. All the things that could happen if the Tampa Bay beats the Eagles. Just think about it. Super Bowl coach in Sirianni, all of a sudden now he could be coaching for his job, man. They're calling for his head over there in Philly. So that just shows you, man, we just saw, Vrabel get fired yesterday. And so we talked about it on Saturday last week. Always at least one shocker. We already got our shocker. There could be another one. There could be a couple other things going down. Say Dallas stumbles in the first round against the Packers. Sirianni and them get beat by Tampa Bay. The heads could roll. I mean, it's, that was the NFL. It stands for not for long, right?
True indeed. Yeah, because for me, if I had to pick two, you mentioned Philadelphia and Tampa Bay, and only because of that, that pucker factor is that because Philadelphia, you're not supposed to be a number 5 seed. Mm-hmm. So you're supposed to win this game. So I just wonder, will they get to a point where, and a lot of people this week, a lot of the talking heads, and I don't know if you felt the same way, then they're in week 18, it's almost as if they didn't even want to be out there and play. So when they had that game against Dallas, that they didn't want to even be there. So will they want to be there and be able and compete? So that's one. And then the other one, you mentioned Miami. I was thinking of the Kansas City Miami game, but that Pittsburgh Steelers Buffalo game, that Pittsburgh Steelers Buffalo game, black man. All I know is if Pittsburgh wins, and I don't expect them to, if Pittsburgh wins, man, Buffalo is going to be livid. Buffalo fans are going to be livid, but I don't expect Buffalo to lose. I expect Buffalo to win, but those are the two games that kind of stand out to me for sure.
What we say the other day, Joe, when we were doing the show, Jay, it was like, if anybody, like the Steelers, how the hell did they work their way into the playoffs with that quarterback situation? You're always looking at Tomlin like was a great coach and motivator, but he can't win with this, right? And then they needed help, right? They got the help right away with Jacksonville losing on Sunday. It was like early. It was like Pittsburgh's in. It's like, how the hell did he do that? And man, that's just. I mean, and then here they were people getting like almost disgruntled with Tom, and it's like, man, y'all need to be buying that man. I mean, he shouldn't pay for a meal, or if I saw him pumping gas, man, I would make a U-turn, be like, look, man, I got to put some gas in your tank. Because I mean, what you just pulled off, that man can coach or motivate, bro.
True indeed. True indeed. So that is the one and only Ed Smith. I'm Javon Adams. We do this thing 3 times a week. We'll see y'all on Friday again. Believe in the Arizona Cardinals will be on Thursday. So make sure you check that out. Go to easysportstalk.com, easysportstalk.com. Check us wherever you just search Easy Sports Talk. It'll come up, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. And until next time, as we always like to say around this time, you can